Yo, what's up, everybody? So the Met Gala just happened, and I wanted to get into the looks. So there have been a set of people that followed the rules and those that didn't. If you guys don't know, the theme, the dress code was garden in time. Some people picked up on the time thing. Some people picked up on the garden, but and there's only like 5 people that really did it right. So I wanted to get into it and go over it with you guys. So let's start. Now, her sari is gorgeous. She did definitely lean into the floral aspect of all of this, which is fine. She is one of the people that's in the garden theme. She did lean into that. Her shawl and everything else that's added onto it. Just know this sucker is heavy. If you've never worn a sari before, if you've never worn this full outfit, it is heavy. The amount of detail that is on this is gorgeous, and I love her headpiece. This is truly something that you could see from a bridal line. All right, so I'm kind of iffy about this one. When you see her moving, it looks awkward. But when she's standing up still, perfectly still like this, she looks gorgeous. This is definitely something. She like her waist is definitely snatched. She did come in with on the sides with the floral motif, but I don't think it's enough as to where I can say you hit the nail on the head. I feel like she just did just enough. You know what I mean? Now, Ayo Edebiri, she is adorable. When I had seen her, like her red carpets before have been gorgeous, and I love this one the most. And I love this is one of my favorites from her so far. Normally, I really feel like on anybody else this would have looked so frumpy, but on Ayo it looked gorgeous. I love the detailing and how it fades out into this gorgeous cacophony, like like this gorgeous mess at the bottom with all the flowers. And I know this took forever to get done by the seamstresses that did it. All right, so Bad Bunny, he's one of the co-chairs. Honestly, wasn't a fan. I wasn't really sure why he was a co-chair. I'm not sure why Anna made that decision to make him a co-chair. I don't think he has done. He is one of those like bigger names in fashion when it comes to menswear because he's really okay with taking risks, which you can see here. The only thing about this entire outfit that I'd say that even matches the theme is the fact that he just has a bouquet in his hand. Other than that, this is a gorgeous outfit. I don't mind it. But does it have to do with this? No. He's wearing a Mason Margiela hat. But other than that, there's nothing else on this that really screams garden and time. This Charlie XX is one of the few people on this entire carpet that I think did this good. Now I'm not saying great, but it's good. I love the fact that her dress looks like it's being torn up and eaten apart, like decaying over time. That is one of that because it actually feeds into the time aspect of it. Because nothing about this looks floral. Let's get this on it. Let's be honest. Nothing about this looks floral. But she did play into the aspect of time, where how we can see that everything over time decayed and is falling apart. Looked like it was eaten up by like maggots or something. But it actually works. Now this dress, it has more to do with time than it does flowers overall or garden. This is a beautiful dress that she has on. She has been a fashion it girl for a while for some people, not exactly for me, but for a lot of people. And the from the hair, from the Victorian hair to the dress, I do love the influence of it. And she, though this is not something that people would immediately look at and think garden, if you know the history behind it, you realize that this definitely does play up the theme very well. These two again, co-chair. Hemsworth is co-chair. He should have done better than this. All this man did was wear a suit. He has nothing floral on his entire suit. Not a shoe, not a corsage, not a pin. The only thing that's floral about either of their outfits is her crown. That's it. That is all that's here. And I'm very disappointed. I love that he came here and gave us nothing. Thank you. Now Coleman Domingo, I expected no less. Honestly, Coleman Domingo is one of those men in fashion that his stylists are not afraid to go above and beyond when it comes to his style because he doesn't care about like it being too quote unquote feminine for him, but as long as it looks good. So you can see in his hand he's holding a bouquet, and on his shirt, on the shirt you see a black flower on his shirt as well. It is gorgeous. I love the amount of rings that he has on. I think it's just enough. And his watch selection, his bracelet selection is normally on point. This look by Cynthia, honestly, one of my favorites. Cynthia Erivo on so many levels has looked gorgeous for ever like this Wicked movie that's coming out. I can't wait to see all the costumes in it because she's been killing it nonstop ever since it's been announced. So she is definitely playing it up from Wicked with all the pink that she's wearing. I honestly expected a lot more green because of her character and for Ariana to be wearing the pink, but it still worked out regardless. I do love how you have the the actual flower is on her shoulder, but it's actually falling apart, and it's actually decaying and falling apart all over her dress. That's where you see all the different petals stitched on, and how if you look very closely, you'll see like critters, like grasshoppers, frogs, beetles stitched into the entire into the fabric. This entire piece is a lot, but it actually works well. Dan Levy, I did not like this at first. I couldn't stand it at first, but then I looked down because I was just like, you could have done more. I honestly wouldn't have been mad if he made the entire thing a floral look, but looking at it now, I'm kind of liking it. She's giving floral, she's not giving time. If there's anything else that's going on here, I think it's just the spikes around her dress. I feel like if anything else, it's just the spikes around her dress. She could have really done more. The designer for this is Harris, and Harris's outfit is actually way better than this one. Donald Glover, why does he look like somebody's math teacher? That's my only thing. That's literally all I have to say about him. He feels like somebody's math teacher and or my uncle at a function. Now this dress, it is so beautiful. When I saw it, because I was watching this live, as you all should have. When I saw this and when I was watching it live, it looked gorgeous the way it shimmered. But I will say that to some degree, it looks like she's covered in saran wrap. But beautiful saran wrap nonetheless. I don't know what Erykah Badu was doing here. Not at the Met Gala. I don't know what she was doing with this outfit. Yes, she got the floral piece down, but the rest of it, it feels like a mess. It feels like somebody laid out fabric on the ground, she rolled in it, picked it up, and she said, "Nah, this is the outfit." And that was it. Am I shocked? No. She's been doing this for a while. Now this Tom Brown look, when I saw it on the carpet with Gigi Hadid in it, immaculate. At the end of the day, they ended up taking off the bottom part because if you look closely, you'll see that it's a Tom Brown is very well known for his fitted suits. So if you look at the bottom part of it, you'll realize like she actually can step out of this entire bottom part and walk with the dress separately. Obviously, they fell into the garden category because they didn't really care about or like show anything that has to do with time in this. But it is still a beautiful dress nonetheless, and I know for a fact it was heavy. When Gigi went up to the top and she was talking to Lala, she was talking about how thank goodness she made it to the top. She's over here huffing, and that it took so much effort just to get the dress up the steps. And I want you to know, some of these dresses weigh like 20 pounds easily. Now, Jack Harlow, when I saw him waiting in line, honestly, because there's a line of people in the back, the celebrities all have to wait before they're ushered out to have their pictures taken. Honestly, disappointed. Very disappointed. The way Jack Harlow has been like showing up ever since he started doing music and like got popular, the way he like had his whole switch up and started looking a lot better now, I really thought he was going to be doing better in this. I really thought we were going to get a floral suit, maybe even a corsage, something. He pulled up in nothing but a gray suit and started posing. Boy, if you don't get off this runway, no. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, he didn't. No, there's nothing behind this. That's even like remotely thought out. Oh, I remember this one. So this is a Chanel piece. How do you know? Because it's ugly. Yeah. She talked about the dress, about how they picked different dresses. They had practically just diced it up and put it together. And she was talking about how the beautiful lace and all of that. I'm sorry, like it's cute. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice idea about how you took from one thing, put to another, and then tried to like make it reawaken it or make it new. But that's not the theme. That's not the dress code. The dress code was garden in time. This looks like a mess. I can't. Like, the thing is, because of how dark it is, all I'm seeing is a frumpy ball gown with shimmer and like the most dreadful lace. And it's sad because I know Chanel, like this costs a ton, and she's also wearing Chanel jewelry. I just don't understand why Chanel can't get their models down right. I don't understand why Chanel, whenever they put somebody on the red carpet, unless it's somebody like Lily Rose Depp, it looks a mess. Now this is gorgeous. Now this is one of those things where I actually love this. I love the idea behind the dress more than I like the dress itself. Again, we all like. I feel like if you're from North America and you've seen this, or like you've watched Disney to some degree, this is immediately like feeling like, oh, Cinderella, because of the color of it and like how puffy it is. But this is reminiscent of one of the flowers from her hometown. And it is gorgeous. She definitely fell into the garden section of this theme, and I'm not mad at it. I do love the jewelry and the accessories that she went with here, and how it's very off the shoulder. I kind of wish it was more of a line instead of a ball gown, but it's beautiful nonetheless. This is one of Zendaya's dresses that she wore on the inside. Understand, girlies, Zendaya changed 3 times. This is not even the after party look. This is just for the Met Gala itself. Do I like this? No. Where are her eyebrows?
Oh, jump scare.
Where are her eyebrows? I feel like because we got such a big, voluminous, like gorgeous show from her two dresses, this just feels so tame by comparison. I feel like they just snatched off her headpiece, slipped her into a new dress, wiped off a bit of the makeup, and were like, go out. They didn't even like try to do anything else to her. It's okay. There's nothing else to it. Loved his fit. He is playing in Wicked, so I was looking out for him to wear something that had to do with the movie itself. His color scheme in the movie is green. Didn't say anything green on this, but it was still a good look nonetheless. I don't hate it for a man on the red carpet, which honestly the bar is like in hell. But for a man on the red carpet, this is actually pretty good. Obviously, we can see lady right here went in on the floral theme. It is sculptural to some degree, which is nice, but also you're not hugging anybody from the front. You're not hugging anybody front on. You gotta hug everybody from the side, because if not, you're gonna be indenting the entire thing. Do I think she could have done more? Yes, but the way this looks, I feel like this was too intentional to be an accident. Florals. What can I say? There's nothing else to this. I do like the brocade that they actually added, like stitched the florals onto. I keep forgetting that James Corden exists. Every so often, one of my friends, when I was watching it with them, they said, "Oh, Renique, James Corden is here." I was like, "Who? James Corden? What? Why?" I keep forgetting he gets invited to these events. Beautiful. She's wearing a beautiful dress. He's wearing nothing but a black suit. There's nothing else to this. Another floral moment. I don't hate it. Could we have done more? No, no. This is the one time where I feel like you've done enough. And if you add even one more thing, I feel like if they even added one more necklace, they would have tipped this over the board. This is fine as it is. Now, Jodie Turner. I don't think we can call her Jodie Turner Smith anymore, unless she's gonna keep her name after the divorce. I don't think we can call her Jodie Turner Smith anymore. She looks gorgeous. She normally looks good. I don't know what this haircut is. Absolutely not. Look like her hairstylist went at one of her pixie cut wigs and messed it up. But her dress is gorgeous. She's holding a corsage in her hand, and the entire thing, yes, it's a floral dress. There's not much else to it. She just looks good. I don't think there's anything in depth to this. I don't think there's any deep meaning to this. It's just a pretty dress. Here we have Jonathan Bailey. I know you Bridgerton girlies are clutching your seats. There's nothing else to this. I feel like he's just wearing a cabbage around his neck. I know it's not a cabbage. I know it's supposed to be a beautiful flower, but the way it looks and the massive size of it, it's a turn off. What is this? I feel like for a lot of the men, they were like, oh, gardening time, great. I'm gonna wear my regular suit and stick a flower on it and call it a day. That's what we have here, ladies. So we got Josh O'Connor. I'm not a big fan of the suit. I don't think the tailcoat needs to be dragging on the ground like that. And literally the only thing he's wearing that's floral is his clogs. We could have done more. Moving on. Now Carly Kloss, one thing I'll give her, she shows up. Even if it's not the entire theme completely. She heard garden, florals. Got you. She showed up. This is a beautiful encrusted dress. I know this sucker is heavy. I know there's weight to this dress. There's literally no need for any jewelry. She does have on rings, which there's no need for that, but it does add. It is beautiful nonetheless. I love the fact of how the vines from the dress are her necklace. You can see it comes up and sweeps around her neck and like curls around it and gives her a necklace. Some people could say it's choking her out. Some people could just say it's wrapping around her. Regardless, it's beautiful nonetheless. Washington, what is this bob situation? No, it's not a bob. What is this? What is this pixie cut that's going on here? It looks like a wet rag, like a wet rat that somebody just put on her head. No, Carrie, we've done so good on so many occasions. Carrie, don't do this. We could have done more on jewelry. We could have done. Why is she wearing a green ring? I'm sorry, I'm just seeing a lot more details. Why is she wearing a green ring? It just. I feel like the hair is throwing me off, and I can't even look at the beauty of the entire outfit. Next. Kim Kardashian. Now, I know a lot of you were probably looking out to see this one. I was too, probably not for the same reasons that you guys are. When I saw this live, she looked like she couldn't breathe. When I tell you this corset is so tight, she can't even bend down. She can't even bend forward to pick up her skirt, to get up the steps. She had to have somebody at each point help her with her skirt. It's not even like she has a train on this. It's the most minimal train to help her pick it up so she can walk up the steps. I really feel like she did. When she went to speak about the outfit, when Lala was talking to her, she was like, "Oh, it's just a beautiful metallic flowers. It's a pretty corset." I Why is it that you get these clothes but you can't even explain the details behind it? You put it on, you're tightened into this. Like, this is what people see when they think about corsets, and this is one of the reasons why I don't really like this outfit. Because whenever people think about corsets, they think about this tight lacing to the point of where she doesn't look like she could breathe, stand, or she doesn't look like she could breathe, stand, or walk properly. God knows if she could sit properly. And this is where it gives people the wrong idea of corsets. They're not supposed to be tight laced like this. They're not supposed to be um, like squeezing the life out of you like this. You're supposed to be able to move and bend in these very properly. She just did this because she wanted the wow factor of being able to, so for people to see, oh, she has such a tiny waist and like big hips. And also one of the things that I'm not a fan of. What is this sweater? What, the entire time I was watching it, I thought to myself, why do you keep? Because whenever she would look at it, somebody would talk about it. She would like, oh, and she'd open it up a bit just to show the top and then cover it back up and then like fold it up into this little like stupid little ball in her hand. Kim K, what are you doing? Just take it off. First of all, I want everybody to understand it's hot at the Met Gala. It's not cold. It is not cold at all. I was home and I was hot. So imagine being there. You don't make no sense. So I know she was hot. I know she couldn't breathe. Just a mess. A mess. Beautiful woman, but this entire outfit was a mess. Here we have Kris Jenner and what's this man's name again? I don't remember. Who cares? We got Kris Jenner and her boyfriend. Now she looks okay, but the moment he stepped on the carpet with this fat cigar in his hand, mind you, my first thought was, whose uncle is this? Whose uncle is this going to an all-white party? Because why is he here? I don't know if it's because he's just built like this, or no. I really think it's the ill-fitting suit. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Why is it tailored like this? Why are your pants looking like this? You have a girlfriend with this much money, and I know that people are gonna be like, oh, he has money in his own right. All right, but you have this much money, and you couldn't get your outfit tailored. You look like one of my Jamaican uncles that's going to an all white party. And you know, Jamaicans and Caribbeans and black folk love an all white party. Sir, you are not. This is not doing it for me. Tell her to suck her up. Why is your pants hanging over your shoes? Why is your blazer look like it's 2 sizes too big? Lala looked gorgeous. I know I just roasted her friends and family, but Lala looked gorgeous. She definitely just went into the floral scene. She didn't even like look to the time part of it, but it does look pretty. It does look beautiful. I will say you're gonna see a lot of lace from people here because again, a lot of lace is mainly floral motifs, so people just leaned into that overall. Lana Del Rey's outfits is one of my most favorites from this entire thing. I love like she took the Garden in Time thing seriously. I love the way that this looks like a weeping willow. This looks like you could see this in a dark forest somewhere, just willowing away. It is gorgeous. And the canopy that they put over the branches that's around her, it even added to the whole. And we all know that like Lana Del Rey's aesthetic to some degree is very much like rotting in a coffin somewhere, like listening to music beautifully. She aced this theme. And I love this. The designer that was with her spoke about how he wanted her corset to look, how they wanted it to get like the idea that it wanted to give off. But for me, it's given Sleepy Hollow. It's given morbid. And overall, I do love the fact that they went with a nude mesh instead of something colored because it really did give to the whole withering away feel. So, honestly, one of the top picks. Lil Nas is one of the people that I feel like they invite to the Met just to troll us. Because why? Why? And I know that's such a particular thing. I don't know. I didn't care for the outfit. The only thing floral about this is his nails. And his like little brooch. What else is there to this? Why does it feel like Old Town Road more than it does the Garden in Time? No, absolutely not. This is beautiful. Lily James did. She was giving very much old Hollywood and old Hollywood starlet, and it looked so classy, so gorgeous. Did she care about the time aspect of it? Not really, but Garden nonetheless. Madeline Klein, she wore this gorgeous ensemble. Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah, I think that's what she was wearing. She had a little clutch that was also a part of it that matched the outfit spectacularly. One of my things, again, when she went up to Lala and Lala asked her about her outfit, she wasn't able to explain it. She was like, "Oh, it's to the point where were you even involved in the process, or did they just bring you in last minute and just strap you into the dress?" You know, I feel like if you're gonna wear such a beautiful piece, this kind of event, like a once a year event, the biggest fashion event, like overall, that you should to some degree know what you're wearing. We got Queen Latifah and her partner. She looked amazing. I'm pretty sure she's wearing Tom Brown. I think they're both wearing Tom Brown, actually. You can normally tell Tom Brown because of the silhouettes, and recently because of the color. Tom Brown will go with a lot of black and whites. If you see black and whites in this kind of way with this kind of silhouette, then you normally know it's Tom Brown. But she is wearing a bird of I think it's a bird of paradise flower, like straight all the way from down to the bottom of her dress, straight up to her chest. It is beautiful. There's sequins all over her outfit. My only thing was the hairstyle. I'll try to add a picture of the hairstyle somewhere. She has like half of it that's like a long bob, and then the other half is braided back, and then the back of it is just braided flat. I feel like it just threw me off because the entire outfit looked so good, and I only seen her from the side that had the bob, like the lob that I can see, and then she turned around and I saw braids and I was like, ugh, what's going on? Oh no. Her partner did look good. Her partner definitely looked beautiful. Did not match the theme at all. But no, wait. I remember now. She had one small red flower on the inside, but that's about it. She didn't match the theme other than that. All right, so we got another challengers person on here, Mike. I just like his friend, just like his co-star. There's nothing like the only thing about it. I would say if I was gonna say the only thing about this that's floral is like his brooch, but I don't even think it's floral. He's wearing a jewel encrusted turnip on his chest. Sometimes when I think about what the heck the men are thinking when they step on this carpet, I wonder what really goes through your mind. I feel like it's just nothing but dad jokes. I feel like he saw it. He was like, yeah, this will do it. They said flowers. They said garden. Turnips grow in gardens. I'll wear this. No, get off my screen. Nicki Minaj. Now I want to say it. Now let me preface everything I'm about to say with I don't hate Nicki. I have no hate towards Nicki. I don't hate most of her outfits. But what is this? You come to the Met Gala and you wear something that looks like a kid put together. And this feels like something I stuck together in like my scrapbook as like a 5-year-old. What is this? Nicki. It said garden in time, not garden in acrylic. It feels like a kid's project that she wore outside. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but it's just Nicki. She's always out there. Nicki could have done better. And the fact that Cardi B also showed up to this, and weren't they having beef at some point? Nicki, you have to show out. This is not it. This is not it. And then she's holding this cute little purse. Don't get me wrong. I don't care how much this costs. It looks like it costed enough. Like it looks like I could go to the dollar store and remake this. No, not enough, Nicki. Paloma, I actually love this one. Not for the skirt, not for the shoes, but just for the top. Because I feel like it actually encapsulates the entire theme. Garden in time. When I think of that, I think withering away, I think wasting away to some degree. And this top is gorgeous. I love the color scheme that they went with. Something green, like gangrene to some degree. And it looks decaying, rotting, but gorgeous in a way, And I love how it goes, like it starts off from her hip and it goes all the way up to her shoulder, but the flowers itself is silver, but the corset itself is like a sickly green kind of color, and I love how that adds it, like, and it bounces off the silver to give the effect that the entire thing is shimmering. I love that skirt. I would have changed it. I would have gone green head to toe, like different shades of green, but it's okay nonetheless. But she was definitely on task with the top. Rebecca, this is another beautiful floral piece, like to the point where like up at the top of her dress, that's past her gloves. She now has on like this is more than likely, definitely like temporary tattoos at the top of this. I love how she committed to it. She committed to the garden theme like to a T. The time part, toss it out the window, but she committed to this to a T, and I do enjoy this. So this one, Sam Smith, when they came out in this one, actually, at first I couldn't stand it. At first I was like, this is too boring. You're not doing enough. Like, give me more. But then I looked at it and I do enjoy the simplicity of it all. There's nothing that has to do with time in this, so toss that out the window. But I do enjoy the simplicity of it all. I don't like the fact that Sam is wearing a train. We didn't need that. Or whatever this is. We didn't need that. It's not. It literally is adding nothing to this. His mustache, like his upturned mustache, is adding more to this than that train does. But I do enjoy the fact that they're wearing complementary suits, and the roses that they have are complementary as well. So it is beautiful in a very like twins from The Shining kind of way. Shakira, somebody had said that the outfit that's around her hands, her robe to some degree looked like a rose. I don't see it. Y'all let me know. Did she fit the theme? No, Shakira just pulled up in a pretty dress. That's about it. Steven Yeun, I enjoy this. I really enjoy this. It is, and you're gonna think, but Renee, you already talked about the other people in black, like the other men in black, and you didn't like theirs. Yes, he's in black, but if you look closely, it's a brocade, and it's flowers from head to toe brocade. I love that. It's a very subtle nod to the actual like topic that we're talking about. So I do enjoy that. Sydney Sweeney pulled up in I'm pretty sure this is Miu Miu ball gown. Beautiful nonetheless. Didn't like the gloves. She's switching back and forth between blonde and black. I really hope she didn't dye her hair black, but it is beautiful nonetheless. I just feel like we are wearing a ball gown from like the 90s. We could have done more. Taraji. Now I will say I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Taraji's face looks so washed out in this. Did she get the floral aspect? Yes. But my thing is, whenever I see dresses like this, where it looks like the corset was supposed to be snatching them in and like the lace was supposed to be nude to match her skin complexion, I always think to myself, why don't you go to the Africans? I'm not. Hear me out. I'm not saying you can't use American designers, but I'm just saying if anybody has seen an African wedding in Africa by Africans from an African tailor, you will understand what I'm saying. I don't think like you will rarely ever see a messed up corset over there. So I'm real disappointed. Ala Nuko is a great bridal designer that has that matches the lace amazingly, specifically to women of color. So she could have definitely done better. The entire dress is supposed to be a pale yellow and a pale pink. I don't think those are her colors at all. I don't think these are going to be working for Taraji in the. I'm not saying she can never look good in it. Just this outfit is not giving it all. She has flowers in her hair, so I guess she passes. There's effort there. Like and subscribe and drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to like posting a bunch more, and this is a long video, but it was a fun one, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.